How's your day getting on? How are you? It's been a long time I saw you. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are happy. You see, I always try to let people know that they can be happy regardless, okay? Just keep faith, whatever it is you're passing through. If you're having the best time of your life, try to always spare some time to be kind to others. So, with that, I say welcome to a brand new episode of your inspirational talk show, Oma Living Show. And my name is Marilyn Oma Anona. The pandemic came with a lot. It dealt all of us a hard blow. I mean, even if you claim that you were making money, it grounded us. Most of us couldn't do anything, couldn't go to where we wanted to go to. Personally, I wanted to travel to at least 5 or 6 countries this year. But look at me. Look at us. We couldn't do much. So the pandemic came with a lot of problems. But first and top on the list of the problems it came with was hunger, lack of money for most. And this is because a lot of people have refused to face reality. A lot of people go on and on complaining about how I don't have a job, I can't do this, I can't do that. But on the other hand, we have people who have decided to use the tools at their disposal to make the best out of your lives. On today's episode, we'll be talking about making money from home and making use of the social media to build a brand. And today's guest is someone that is a force. She is someone that prefers to call herself a housewife, educated. She's a graduate from a Nigerian federal university, but she has made a lot of money from home. No office to waste money in, just home and social media. After the break, I'll be introducing my special guests. Beautiful, kind hearted, highly enterprising, industrious Mercy Ajike. I'll be with you right after the break.
Great opportunities are presented to us every day, but sometimes we miss them, living a life of regret and what ifs. Opportunities come but once, or maybe not. Now, introducing Tatcoin. Tatcoin is Africa's utility token that gives you access to a life of endless possibilities. You can shop, buy real estate, travel, invest, and build wealth. For more information, visit www.abitsnetwork.com.
Welcome back. This guest that I have is very dear to my heart. She's kind hearted, she's beautiful as you can see. She is extremely industrious. Your husband is lucky to have you. Your kids are lucky to have you. Everyone that is around is they're all lucky to have you. I'm not kidding. I'm not pulling your legs. Of course, I know you know. So we're welcome back to the from the break, and we're talking about making money from home, and building your brand using the social media. And she is one person who is well suited for this topic because she has built a brand of a brand using the social media 100%. With me on today's episode is Mrs. Mercy Ajike, right? That's your husband's name, Ajike.
Yeah.
So I'll do you the honor. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
I'll do you the honor of, I would ask for you to please introduce yourself to my highly honorable viewers. Who is Mercy?
Hello.
Who is Dollar Boss? Her name is Dollar. Her AKA is Dollar Boss. This is money here. Like, this is money. So tell us who you are. You are a force.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mercy Bajiki. I am just a very simple housewife. Yes, that's what I call myself. I am a simple housewife. I actually run a foundation, Mercy Cindy Foundation, and I have a special joy in helping people.
Great. So, if you are a Facebook user, she's one of the most followed Nigerians on Facebook, and that is due to the fact that she stands for something. She doesn't joke with a charity foundation. That was actually how I stumbled on her in 2018. And She is also a strong name when you talk of long reach and network business. She has made lots of money using the social media as a tool. You see the thing, most young people like ourselves, they always wait for someone to do 500 million
Yeah,
from up
already
before they
made.
can start something. So can you tell us how you started?
Okay, I started multi-level marketing. That should be 2015. I engaged more of others food networks and mostly Nigerian-based networks, and it wasn't really working for me. I actually started Long Reach 2018. That's around October. When I started, I actually thought Long Reach was a business whereby you have to hawk products and walk around. And I was like, "Ah, I can't really do this. I can't. I love my family. I want to stay home and take
You
care
have
of my
time for
family.
them.
Yes, that is it." But along the line, I said, okay, I have a platform that I could use to do this without leaving the comfort of my home. That is the use of social media. I have people all around me, people I can talk to. And that is how I started this business. And guess what? I didn't even start with a whole lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please, can you let us know how much you started with?
I started with 39,000 naira.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Can you hear this?
Yes, I started with
And right now, you're making money from the comfort
I
of
am
your
a
home.
star direct.
Okay, when you say star director, for those of us who are not in this business, what does it mean to be a star director? And how long did it take for you to get there?
Okay, a star director is actually one of the top rank partners with Long Reach. You have to pass through Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Diamond 3, Diamond 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Yes, before you become a star director. And it took me 22 months.
To get to this.
Yes, and it's
level.
actually, this is something that takes people like 5 to 3 years to
get
achieve.
to.
But with the help of social media, I was able to do it within months.
Wow. So there's a problem of unemployment in the society. And then it gets worse when a woman is unemployed and she gets married. Fine, your husband may have money, but there's something I always say, nobody knows tomorrow. That rich man may have issues tomorrow, and you need to step into his shoes, or God forbid death happens. So there is need for everyone to be independent. So what would you advise married women now who have kids, but they are only relying on their husband's income?
Okay, what I have to say to married women, because most of my team people is just, my target is mostly on people who are married, who want to maintain the peace in their house and actually still work from home. I tell people, know your why, because you don't know tomorrow. My why is my kids. Because I wouldn't want my kids to go through what I passed through. I sold corn. I sold corn.
Really?
Of course, I made my first million selling corn.
Really?
Yes.
We need to talk off camera later. You have a lot of content.
I tell people, do
you don't want your kids to
yes,
pass
I don't
through
want
same.
my kids to pass through all that I passed through.
through.
That is why you should know your why. You should have your own plans. That is just, you can start anything from the comfort of your house. I tell people you can actually start a business without capital. People ask me why.
True,
it's
true.
very simple. I know a lot of business you can start without capital. For example, you can start ship dropping.
True.
From your house, you get people that sells all this product, but you have to be sincere if you're ship dropping, because you cannot get people to buy from you if you're not a sincere person.
True.
That is just it. From the comfort of your home, you could advertise products and people could want to buy it. And from there, you consult the person that is selling the product. From there, you stand like a middleman. Once,
True.
if the person is selling, for example, 100 naira, you could decide to say, okay, it's 110 or 105. Then you sell it, you get your little money. But doing a business offline means, online means you have to be sincere. You need to know whatever you are going for. You need to be
100%
you don't
sure.
have to be selfish. Because some people, how they don't succeed in business is because they're very selfish. Somebody gives you a product at the rate of 100, you want to sell it to 150
or 180.
That is just
making profits more than the owner of the product.
When someone comes to buy from you and they'll buy the first time, and when they go back and find out that the price is extremely high, they will not come back.
True.
So you like, everybody's making money on social media. Why is my own business not selling?
Realistic with your
prices.
prices.
So my advice to every housewife there is, step out from your shell. Stop saying, oh, my husband is rich. You should have something you are contributing to the family, because if you're not contributing anything, you don't have a voice.
True.
There is more respect
for
left and right. Yes, and there is this fulfillment that comes with you having something to do. You don't have to wait till you have millions of naira. When I see people, they say they want to have like millions of naira to have a boutique, I'm like, wow,
you're
really?
wasting your time.
Yeah.
You are wasting
Start
time.
up. In my company, they know me as start up with any amount. That is me. I tell you, you don't have to start with millions of naira. Start with any amount, 1,000, 2,000. I tell I have actually encouraged a whole lot of people start up business. Some started with chin chin. Some started with selling water. I
I
tell
think
people,
you have the same ideology with me because when I see people talk about, I've not started doing this because no investor I'm looking for, I feel like they don't know what to do
that is it.
and they are not being realistic, and you are just resonating with that. So I will move on to the next question, which is the social media. How were you? You have a large following on Facebook. Like before your other account was banned, you had over 100,000 people following you. What? How did you get to amass that number? And what would you advise people who keep complaining, lamenting, Oma, it's not working? I tell them you don't know what you're doing. I keep telling them in my sessions. So maybe now when you listen to another person say something, maybe you will listen. So please talk to my beautiful viewers. How do you start to grow your brand on the social media?
Okay. Now I have a lot of tips I could give. I'm just going to pronounce. I'm just going to give like few of them. Now the thing is, if you want to do a business, you have to brand yourself. You have to be able to differentiate between your personal profile and the business you're presenting. You have to be sincere. You cannot profile yourself as someone who cannot be trusted. That is one problem people have with selling online. You are selling something and you have a whole lot of, I live in California, in the same profile Switzerland, in the same profile London,
University of Oxford.
different.
Then next time again, you see Abia State University, inconsistency of all
That is it.
sorts.
So many people.
Nobody knows who you are.
That is it. They can't trust you because social media is like, I am not seeing you, you are not seeing me. So the very first thing you need to do if you're building yourself on social media is your brand, and you start with building trust. When you start building trust, automatically people refer you to others. They don't even need to say it. When someone buys something from you and brings down a review, automatically like, you bought this shoe from this person. Oh well, if Oma could buy shoe from this person,
That means
this
she's
person is
trustworthy.
You see how it works.
True.
Now the thing is driving your traffic. You can't drive your traffic if you are not consistent. If you are not always coming out. If you're someone who comes this week, you talk about it. Next week, you're talking about Akara. Next 2 weeks, you're talking
People
about...
won't take you seriously.
That is it. Even if you want to involve yourself into multiple business, let it be businesses that are similar to each other. You can be selling groundnut, you can be selling peanuts, you can be selling honey. It all goes together.
Hand in hand.
That is it. You can't just be selling honey today, next tomorrow you're selling clothes. Another day we are seeing you're carrying mats
TV.
and you're not consistent.
True.
People would see you as someone who is not serious.
Yes, and someone who is just no purpose.
You have to plan yourself.
No purpose.
So when you drive your traffic, everybody...
Like I know someone on Facebook, she has a lot of followers, but then nothing really comes out of the following because I resonate with what you're saying. So in essence, you're talking about consistency, having a consistent profile, people knowing you for what you are, building trust, and trying to, of course, know the reason why you're doing what you're doing. So I'll move on to the next question, which will be the last. If you were not doing long reach network business, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't doing long reach, okay. When I was growing up, my dream was to become a lawyer. Because I
should have looked good on you because you're vocal.
Yes, because I fancied them. The reason I wanted to be a lawyer because I had an aunt who had bodyguards always following her around.
She was a lawyer.
So I was like, yes, I would like people to follow me around. But I took jumps severally and it did not work, and I later got international relations,
which is almost close.
Yes. So if I wasn't doing long reach, I wouldn't be working either because I can't work for anybody. That is just God's push me, because I would have still been doing business. I am someone, any business I do goes for me.
I can see. I feel it.
Yes, any business I do goes for me because when
you're on your path, you're in your calling. Business is your calling.
Yes. I can sell anything, and when I am selling, I concentrate on it. I don't just pick up anything and sell. So if I wasn't doing long reach, probably I would be doing a business that I still have to sell from the house, because I have got to understand that you can run a company from the comfort of your house if you know what you're
If you
doing.
know what you are doing. It's not about renting the biggest office in Wuse
There is
or
something you
Maitama.
posted on Facebook the
Yeah.
other day that I read. I said, don't rent. You said, don't rent that office space. Yes. I read it and I said, I shared it to my profile, my wall. I said, so many people need to read this, because a lot of people are running business and they're
They're
just
not making any money at
they
all
end up getting loans to pay for a shop.
to keep up an
keep
image that doesn't even make sense.
That is it. So
Okay, now I'll ask you another question. This is not about work. If you are not working, if you're not making money, if you're not doing the dollar boss thing, what do you do to relax?
I watch a whole lot of movie and I play with my kids a lot. Yes, I spend time with my daughter. I play with her a lot and we talk. I just watch movies, play, stay at home. I'm not really an outing person, but I stay at home. So if I am not working, I am just at home,
Just staying with
just
your
staying,
loved
playing,
ones.
and
Okay, what are your top 3 travel destinations, holiday destinations?
Canada. I love African countries a lot. Yes.
Okay, which of the African countries?
Kenya,
Oh, great. Wildlife and all
Tanzania.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I just love things that not
Nature,
yeah.
green. You will love Europe too. Europe is very green too.
Maybe probably I'll put it in one of my things to do.
We should go together.
Ah!
All right, it was nice having you on the show.
Oh, thank you very much.
Wow, this is.
It's a
I just wish you.
pleasure.
I just wish you don't go. But yeah, we'll meet some other time.
All
All right,
thank you.
I'll be right back after the break. Oh my God. You know the feeling of satisfaction when you feel you've done justice to a topic. My guest is so organic. My guest is so natural. The topic was just in sync with her personality. Now she's someone you should follow on the social media. Mercy Ajike is a force. She has done so well and she's been so consistent. If you have the interest of joining the multi-level marketing industry, you should hit her up. Okay, I'm going to write her Facebook profile on the screen. It's going to be scrolling on your screen, so you can make money right from home. I tell people these things. For example, using myself as an example, for months now, I've not been using any office. I work right from the confines of my home. You too can do same. Okay? So, it's been a nice time with you on this episode. Use the social media to your advantage. Build your brand using the social media. Stop waiting for opportunities. The world is a lot better than what our parents used to have. There is actually no excuse. There are lots of businesses you can start with zero capital, zero financial capital. And I kid you not, lots of them. Should you want to know more, contact me and I'll give you a session. My fees are affordable. And stop being delusional. I beg you. Try and make use of the resources all around you. Till I come back next time, it's me and I'll remain me, Marilyn, Anona. I hate to go, but I must go.